Good morning, friends. Sorry, just give me a minute. I was going to look for my mic here. I was just, I'm not even really awake yet, to be honest. I was just out having my morning time. So every morning I get up and I kind of take an assessment of where my brain is and I connect to spirit. And then I get out of bed and I come and grab a coffee. Good morning, and I go outside. I try to go outside and sit on my front porch every morning, not only for being outside to listen to nature no matter what the weather, get a feel for how the weather is feeling, but also to not be distracted by my phone. I don't like to pick up my phone right away, but I was channeling a little bit this morning. And good morning, come on in, good morning. Tell me if you're able to hear me as I just switched to my mic. So I was doing a little bit of channeling this morning just to check in, to see what's going on, to get a sense of the day, to have a conversation with my guides and spirit. And also I was waiting for the information about the mindfulness challenge that I'm doing, because I haven't received the information for day 16 yet. And they didn't want to talk to me about that. They actually brought my attention to Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to any fathers out there, whether you have a father in spirit, happy Father's Day to them. A father alive, happy Father's Day to them. If you're a man who caregives fur babies, an uncle, happy Father's Day to you too. And I wanted to talk about the rise of the healed masculine, because there's a lot of talk right now, I'm hearing anyways, and you guys tell me if you're hearing it too, about the patriarchy and how we got to break the patriarchy, and how men have ruled the world, and like, even I'm listening to talks on women's hormonal health, and they haven't done studies on women, they've only done it on men, and the suppression of women, and the expectation of women to be exactly like men. And I was asking spirit, like, why do you want me to, why are you giving me this information? And they pushed me to come on and talk to you guys, so it's just going to be easier if I'm speaking in the moment. So the patriarchy is a thing. Okay, so there has definitely been a presence of the unhealed masculine for a long time on this planet, and it shows up in the way of greed, in the way of forcefulness, in the way of control, combating over power, um, kind of being manipulative, using strength and force to get one's way, and really using a lot of logic and pushing the creativity and intuition and the unseen into a big corner, and focusing on the tangible, the physical, the mathematical, the science-based, the consumption of ownership. So everything physical world is very, very masculine. And when the world shifted into that place and started pushing all of the emotion kind of out of it, and all of the softness out of it, it never could quite fully go away, because the feminine energy is a creator, and anytime a woman gives birth, that energy, that divine connection to source, that's creating, that's passionate, that's willful, that's wild, just comes into the earth. And what's happening right now is that's coming forward more and more and more, which is why you're seeing your intuition come online a lot more. You're seeing more men becoming softer and unable to push themselves into super logical. Even women who really carry a lot of masculine energy are having a hard time staying in a logical lane. They're starting to merge and mesh their feminine side with their masculine. And guys, that's ultimately the goal. We don't want masculine energy to not be here anymore. Okay. The goal is to have healed masculine and healed feminine energy. And what Spirit wanted me to talk about today was healed masculine energy, what the divine masculine looks like. Divine, like the because of the wildness and the rawness of creator energy, which is very feminine, there needs to be an anchoring. And the healed masculine is an anchor. It is a solid, sturdy vibe. And you've probably met men and women who carry this, where they're just so grounded and they are so allowing, and they're good listeners, and there's a presence there. They hold space, but there's a authority there that you know you're going to listen to, that's very gentle, and also very very fair, and their word is final. I love Star Trek The Next Generation, guys. Like, I don't know why, but I love Captain Picard, and he to me is the healed masculine. He's a leader, he's fair, he's grounded, he's logical, but he allows information to come in from all sides. He's not egocentric. It's not just his way or the highway. He takes information in and he still makes the final choice, but it is grounded and it is fair, and it's decisive. And this is the kind of rise that we're starting to see coming forward in everybody. And it's also what a lot of us are craving, because as the patriarchy is being, brought to everybody's attention, and we're moving through the point of, this is bullshit. Why why has it been like this for so long? Like, we need to bring more women stuff into the light. Excuse me. We need to ascend that anger and allow the masculine to also heal. We do not want a matriarchy, guys. We do not want women, the unhealed woman, the unhealed feminine, to suddenly replace the unhealed masculine. We want both of them to be healed. And right now, the divine feminine is rising because the masculine is healing and still needs that mother energy in compassion, in allowing the man or the masculine energy to wake up and be like, I don't want to fight anymore. Like, I have this wisdom inside of me and I know what's right, but I want it to be coming from a place of fairness. They have to rediscover their connection inside of their heart, where they're not working from an ego fighting aggressive space, but they're coming into a place where the mindset is the best for all. So think of the like the kings in fairy tales that are good, that rule their land in a fair way and protect their people and make sure that everybody is fed, and make sure that um, there's a consistent presence and a consistent showing up in a certain way, so that the people can trust that they are taken care of, and the people can know that they have a fair ruler. This is the healed masculine, and this is what we want to focus on. So if you find yourself in a place where, especially on Father's Day, like maybe you struggled with your dad, if you're a woman, maybe in the past, you were treated a certain way because you were a girl, and your brothers were treated a certain way, or maybe you had a dad that was very fair and honoring, which I'm so excited for you, because that is ultimately what every daughter hopes for. It's what every child hopes for in their father. But if that wasn't your case and you're finding that on Father's Day, you're like, yeah, happy Father's Day. I'm going to challenge you to try and connect to that higher part of the men in your life, because it's there. It's there. And this is something you can do anytime you're having a challenge with anybody, really, is you can ask to connect to their higher self. I'd like to connect to a higher part of them. And in your mind, you can have difficult conversations. And when you connect to that higher part, there's a recognition inside of you of that healed version of them, because we're all connected. And it will lift you out of the frustration of a lot of this patriarchal crap that was also pushed onto the men in our lives. There's an expectation that came with the patriarchy for men to continue pushing this forward. And it takes them sometimes a little longer. It might take them a lifetime, and it might take them until next lifetime to realize that they get to stop it, right? And that they get to kind of be the balancing of this wild, passionate, creative, mother-like energy that is flooding the earth right now. So yeah, that's what Spirit wanted me to talk to you guys about. I hope that you have time to reach out to your own father if he's still with us on the planet, and send him blessings. And if you have a father in spirit, you can still do the same thing. And the cool thing is that fathers in spirit will already be they'll have that divine masculine inside of them, because the great thing is that when we cross over to the spirit plane, we're kind of free of all the ego stuff. So there's an ability there. And if you had a difficult relationship from your father, um, try and connect to the healed masculine and see how that feels, because it exists and it's coming. And it's okay to combat the patriarchy. I do think that there is a need for people to be, using divine anger to fight it and pull it down and bring it to the light and get it going. But know that there's also a holding happening there. It's not, we can't just stay in the anger and frustration of what has been, because we want to bring everybody into this ascended space, into this higher state of awareness, into the highest versions of themselves. And we all carry the masculine inside of us, masculine energy, whether we are born into a female body or a male body, or our gender doesn't matter what our gender is. We are whole in both genders, and the goal is to heal it. So that is my information for you today. I hope that you have a fantastic day, and I will look forward to chatting again soon. Bye.